Senator Cornyn, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Let me say to both of the nominees, I very much appreciate the fact that both of you have had extensive trial court experience as practitioners and as a judge in the case of Ms. Jackson. I think that's a very important qualification for somebody who's going to sit in judgment on an appellate court, that they actually know how the trial courts operate and understand the appropriate standards of review on appeal. Both of you have a very impressive background. I agree with my colleagues that it's important to have, for the public, have confidence in the judiciary. And I think part of that confidence is knowing that people like them can serve on the bench, and that we applaud that diversity. I've noticed a difference in the way those issues have been treated in the past when my Democratic colleagues blocked, for example, Janice Rogers Brown, an African-American on the D.C. Circuit, Miguel Estrada. Thankfully, we've had some great judges in the Western District and Northern District of Texas, people like Ada Brown and Jason Pulliam in San Antonio, and then Asian-American Circuit Court Judge Jim Ho, who was confirmed for the Fifth Circuit. But since our Democratic colleagues seem to be placing so much emphasis on race, and I just want to ask this question. None of us can choose our parents, and even if we could choose our parents, I suspect that most of us would choose the very parents we have. But what role does race play, Judge Jackson, in the kind of judge that you have been and the kind of judge you will be?
Thank you, Senator. I don't think that race plays a role in the kind of judge that I have been and that I would be in the way that you asked that question. As I mentioned to Senator Feinstein, I'm doing a certain thing when I get my cases. I'm looking at the arguments, the facts, and the law. I'm methodically and intentionally setting aside personal views, any other inappropriate considerations, and I would think that race would be the kind of thing that would be inappropriate to inject in my evaluation of a case. I would say that my different professional background than many of the Court of Appeals judges, including my district court background, which will be different if I'm confirmed than many of my colleagues, would bring value. It's sort of like the Oliver Wendell Holmes quote that the life of the law is not logic, it's experience. And so I've experienced life in perhaps a different way than some of my colleagues because of who I am. And that might be valuable. I hope it would be valuable if I was confirmed to the court, the circuit court.
Thank you very much.